Hello everyone. Today we're gonna show you how to easily replace a broken CV boot. In this case it's a 2008 Jetta, but they have very similar design on a lot of Volkswagen, Audis, Porsches. So first of all, we're gonna remove this bolt that's holding the axle in the hub. And that's pretty seized already. Okay. So apparently Milwaukee gun is not that great. So we got the DeWalt. None of this is advertisement, just the fact. There you go. Very easy. All right. So now we're gonna, it's a little seized. So we're gonna put that bolt back in and give it a few taps with a hammer. So I take my favorite hammer that I've used for all my life. Looks like it's moving. Yeah, it's moved out a little. But it's still stuck, and we can't use that bolt anymore. Actually, we can, but we need some extension for the hammer. Some hammering extension. We use another hammer. It's out a lot, but still not fully out. Yeah, there's a lot of, yeah. Now we can't use that bolt anymore. We need to use something to hammer directly inside. So I have this really nice piece of rod, metal rod, that I've been using for a very long time. And it fits perfectly in there. It's a much softer material than the actual axle shaft. So it's not going to damage it. It's gonna just damage itself, which is totally fine. There you go. Now the axle is out. Okay. Axle's out, but it's still connected to transmission. And changing just the outer boot with the axle still on the vehicle is pretty hard. But I'm gonna show you a trick how to do it easily. We have kind of secured this so it's not out of our way. Now we need to remove the CV boot, the old one. This is still alive. There is still some grease. There is not much dirt. It's almost like new. We can still have the new boot on it and it's gonna be perfect. So, but for now, let's keep the boot on because we can keep it on for the removal of the whole thing. Actually, it'll keep it more cleaner on the inside. Okay, so let's show you the trick. So I have this ball from the old wheel bearing. That's gonna fit right inside here. And we're gonna use our bolt to just screw it in. And use our dewalt gun to impact it in, and it'll push our joint out like so. Looks like it didn't push it all the way, but almost. So we'll give it a few taps with a hammer to finish the job. There you go. The ball is inside. And the joint has been removed easily. Oh, here's our ball, just dropped. So now we clean it up and put it back together with the new boot, and the job is done. So we've already cleaned the joint. It's now nice and clean. We're gonna put some grease later, but for now we gotta install this boot with the clamp. So the clamp and the boot need to go first. First the clamp, we'll put it somewhere up there, and then the boot. Now this is a very sharp ridge and the boot won't go through easily. For that I use this hook to get it onto that sharp ridge. Be careful not to damage the actual boot. Better to use right hand if you're right-handed. We'll see. There you go. You got it on. Nice. Okay, we can crimp that later. Now, gotta get that joint on. But before that, we gotta put some grease in. So I got all the grease in there. I'm gonna put the bolt into that thread so we can hammer it in. When we hammer it in, it's gonna push all the grease into the bearings with some pressure. These are there to apply some pressure on that joint so that there is no free play. It's like a spring washer and a plastic piece. They go before installing the joint in such manner. And then they push on this and create that slack-free sensation, if you will. Okay, so I got the splines on. Now tap. I got it in. So now we have no slack and we got it going. Now we need to put the boot on with some more grease, and that's it. We fill it with the remaining bag of grease. Now we put it on. Slide it on, like so. Excellent. Now it's this side. Ah, yes. Right in that groove. Make sure everything moves. Make sure everything is seated. Wipe it down. Just wipe it down clean. Clamp one. And clamp two. Usually I like to put them on the opposite side of each other. I mean the clamping part. I'll show you what I mean in a second. Oh yeah, it's not easy to get on, eh? But it's okay. We can do it. My colleague is laughing at me because he wasn't able to do it, and he thinks I'm not going to be able to do it myself. Well, he's mistaken, because I will do it. He just doesn't know any tricks, and he thinks he's the smartest one. So I have this really nice, made in USA, by the way, not some crap. Made in USA, so it crimps the clamps very nicely and effectively. So we're gonna crimp the back one, like so. Oh, beautiful. One crimped. Now I like to twist it the other way, 180 degrees, for the balancing benefit. One, it's a little heavier on this side, and the other one is heavier on that side. It's kind of gonna cancel each other out. Don't know if that's gonna make a big difference, but why not? Oh wow, this one's tight, eh? Okay, we're gonna get some tools for this. It's harder to do this one. I have these special tools here. I'm gonna use those. For some added leverage. Okay, this seems to be good enough. Can't really press it anymore. I may break something if I try. Okay, so we are done with the boot installation. We did not have to remove the whole axle to do it. We did it on the vehicle. All we need to do left is put it back into that hub, torque it to specification, and good to go. We're not gonna show you all of that. That's pretty easy. You can do it all yourself. That's standard procedure. So I will see you in the next video, and have a great day, week, month, whatever.